Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Fikile Mbalula wants the Pretoria High Court, can we stop calling Tshwane Pretoria, to order Brown Mokgotsi to withdraw murder claims, apologize and stop spreading false allegations. Mbalula says the accusations put his life at risk and damages his family. Insists the real killers were already jailed in 2015. That's what Fikile Mbalula says. ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula has taken controversial police fixer Brown Mokgotsi to court after being accused of murder in public interviews. Mbalula, who used to go by the name Mr. Fear Fokol, is that not Panyaza Lesufi's name? I call Panyaza Lesufi Mr. Fear Fokol, has asked the Pretoria High Court, the Tshwane High Court, man. Can we stop calling, can we get rid of this name Pretoria? Has asked the Tshwane High Court to stop Mokgotsi from repeating the claims that he was involved in the 2015 killing of businessman Wandile. He has a full, he wants a full retraction, a public apology, and 500,000 rand in damages, 500,000. In court papers, Mbalula said the false claims were putting his life in danger. Family and friends of Mr. Wandile are made to believe that I am responsible for the murder, close quote, he said to the Sunday World reporters. Peace and Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwa. The host is in Jiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, Mr. Fear Fokol fears something. He fears for his life. And the question then that remains is that how many more politicians actually fear for their life because of their dodgy character, friendships and business, alliance or whatever that they have with so many people. It's dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. Politicians, because of their corrupt nature, especially from the African National Congress, don't sleep peacefully. They don't sleep. They sleep with one eye open because they know they have wronged many people. They have wronged many people, and some of those people they will come for you. And unfortunately, when you've got influence as a minister in the tender sector, where you can issue a directive for a particular business to receive this tender. We saw it happening in COVID and everything. Like you can then press wrong buttons. You can be involved with wrong business people and whatever. If une party, then somebody dies while you are speaking around those circles, and people can accuse you to say Fikile Mbalula is also part of that. It's a very serious accusation that I also myself I understand why Fikile Mbalula feels that his life is in danger. It's not an easy one. He knows the people that he's dealing with. He knows exactly their capabilities. He knows what they can do. So, and also this issue of Mr. Wandile's family looking at him, his friends looking at him to say, Fikile, yeah, but you played a hand in the killing of Untole. It's not nice, ladies and gentlemen. It's not nice. You guys know Fikile Mbalula is not one of my favorite people, but for him to go to court and try to retract the statements that have been uttered against him, to sue this guy for 500,000, I think it's the right move, because the more the lie is repeated in South Africa, it then becomes the truth. And the absence of someone else coming with the truth, because South Africans will not care if in 2015 people were arrested. They will keep on pointing out that Fikile Mbalula was involved there, which I think it is a very unfair. I am shocked that Fikile Mbalula was not part of that meeting of the GNU partners as the Secretary General of the party. I saw Paul Mashatile did not trust Cyril Ramaphosa. He was there. And I think he was the only deputy president of any political party that was there in the mix within that GNU secret meeting that they held. Mostly, when you listen to my boss, John Steenhuisen, he says mostly what they discussed is the budget and not agreeing on the budget. And they said, listen, we understand that some of the things you are going to get because you are in the GNU, and some of the things you have to accept that you cannot get them. You cannot always win. And he's speaking on behalf of the Democratic Alliance. The Democratic Alliance wants the ANC to bend down for them, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We are adamant to say we have punished the ANC for looking away and think that they can work with the Democratic Alliance in our presence. And we're going to continue to punish the ANC should they continue with their arrogance. Excuse me, guys. Not listening to the Communist Party, not listening to the alliance partners, not listening to suitable opposition parties like the MK Political Party and the EFF, who say we can work with you guys. I think Cyril Ramaphosa is messing up the opportunity for those guys in the ANC for fixing these things, because this meeting is just a 2026 elections talk. Again, my African people, South Africa is the only country that never fought for its freedom. It was handed over to them. Now, you can take that as a pro and a con. You can say there's advantages to that, and there's many disadvantages to that also. The advantages, you can say, it shows the maturity of how far, how deep matured were the ANC cadres that negotiated this deal, CODESA. You can say these guys, they were politically and spiritually sound-minded people, that they could negotiate a no bloodbath, even though the IFP and the ANC were killing each other up until 93 and beyond that. But you can say that it takes a high level of skill, negotiation skill, to then speak to the colonizers and allow them to relinquish the power of government on the ballot paper, one man, one vote in 1994. But then, because it was not fought for like other countries, we did fight, don't get me wrong. Then it becomes an issue of saying South Africans then don't take, when something you did not fight for it, you don't work for it, you don't value it. South Africa don't value the type of democracy that they have. That's why when you have our African brothers come into our country, they tell us all the time, yo, South Africa, you are so lucky. The type of democracy and freedoms that you guys have here, we don't have in other African countries. You understand? So they are busy discussing the GNU, how they're going to overtake us and play us, the entire African country. They're discussing percentages. I don't trust the IEC. I don't. I only trust them in by-elections because it's very difficult to cheat in by-elections because of amount of people who are registered to vote. We can check by-elections results easier. You can't check 18 million votes, 12 million votes easy. You can't. It's almost impossible. Some of the votes are going to fall in the cracks. And now that we are hearing people are using 3 IDs, who knows what is happening during elections? Who knows? So for me, yeah, I don't know. I was shocked that Fikile Mbalula was not there in that meeting himself. And Paul was there. Paul is just there. Cyril Ramaphosa is going to step Paul Mashatile with a big knife on his back. He's going to destroy him. Paul Mashatile really honestly think he's the next ANC president. I don't think so. Really, I don't think so. But if Paul is, it will work for our advantage, us who are leaning on the sides of the MK Political Party and the EFF. It will work for our advantage. I don't think Paul will work with the DA. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't see a scenario that what makes Paul Mashatile works with the DA. But anyway, Mr. Fear Fokol says that he fears for his life. Do you think is all of these things, like I said with Bushiri, all of these things that are happening in the dark are now being revealed in the light? And again, why is it? Oh, why it's okay. Let's leave that one alone. But things that are happening in the dark are now being revealed in the light, and politicians are now fearing for their life. It's unfair to put your family, your children, your wife in danger because of you don't want to be a stand-up person, a rightful, righteous person who does things right. You do things right, it becomes easy for you. You do things easy, you make life to become difficult. Do the hard things so that life can be easy. Don't do the easy things and make your life hard. Until we meet again, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel of King Said So. Let's grow this channel to, where are we going? 60,000 subscribers. Please click the subscribe button before December. We must get these 60,000 subscribers. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan Africanism. I salute you.